Hey there YouTube, this is KSF1 coming at you with a how to make a proper ink tutorial. Now, first off I'm going to start with what you need for this tutorial. You're going to need around 20 pens. I have 24 pens here, and this is going to make you around, one second here, this is going to make you around 60 milliliters to, that's 2 ounces of ink, so enough to fill a Stampendous mop. I'll show you a little what that looks like at the end. So you need 24 pens, simple Papermate pens. You can get them at the dollar store. Go grab a couple of them. First step. Well, we'll get to that later. And else you're gonna need is some rubbing alcohol. Everyone can go to their local drugstore and pick this stuff up. So get yourself some of that. This is just 250 milliliters of it. So this isn't a lot. You don't need a lot. Again, you're not even making that much of it. You're gonna need a pair of pliers. Just some simple pliers. You're gonna need a bottle. I have a bottle of Sourpuss here. Um, I do not drink Sourpuss. It was from a party. You just went and picked it up. It's a nice heavy-duty plastic. It's not gonna come apart on you. Not that any other regular bottle would. So you're just gonna need a bottle. This obviously has already had ink in it. And what I've done to help me is I filled it up with water to start, and I measured the amount of water that I wanted in it, that I was gonna put for. Fuck, I'm confusing as hell. I was gonna put for the amount of rubbing alcohol in it. So for 20 pens, that's gonna make you 60 milliliters. So I measured out 60 milliliters of water and put it in the bottle. And it's kind of hard to see this camera. Almost impossible. But right on the 15%, little red line, and that is 60 milliliters. So when I fill it up with rubbing alcohol, which is one of the steps here, I know where to stop on this bottle, so I'm not overfilling it or anything like that. So that's all you need. Really simple. You need some pens, some rubbing alcohol. You can go get this. This isn't isopropyl. This is what kind? This is ethanol and anhydrous. I can't fucking speak English. Um, so yeah, that's all you're gonna need. Simple pliers, bottle, 24 pens, 20 pens around there, and some rubbing alcohol. So first step is you take all these annoying little caps off the pens, all of them. Just throw them away, throw them out. And now the next step, I'm gonna try to do this quick here. Just take your pliers, you take your pens, and you take it out just like that. Where is the camera here? Just like that. Throw that away. So you have this. Now I'm gonna try to do these really quickly here. Try to do some 2-for-1. Relatively simple what's going on here. Nothing too, something that everyone can do. It's a fun family project. Make yourself some ink. Go tagging with your family. JK, fuck that. So this is really quick. This is simple. Doesn't even take 10 minutes and you'll be done. And when it's all put in together, you're just gonna want to let it sit overnight. I let it sit for 2, just to make sure that all the ink is out of these pens. And then when it's all out, you're all set and ready to go. You just throw it in whatever marker or mop you want and just head on out. Hopefully I don't overrun this 10-minute mark here, which I may, but this will be a 2-part, so in the description I'm going to put the times so you can just skip over this shit. Alrighty, so you have, that is 20 pens, just pens, no body and no cap, gone. Next step is you're going to want to take your pen. I'm actually going to lay some paper out for this so it doesn't get too messy. And you're going to want to, everyone see this end? You're going to want to pull that off. So you just take your pliers, put them like around there, and you just kind of twist and pull. It worked with the other ones. Okay, you know what? Fuck that. You do not twist and pull. It worked with one kind of pen I had, like the end literally just came off. What you want to do is you're going to take it about there. Only leave a little bit of ink. I try not to leave as much. Everyone says kind of take an inch in. No, fuck that shit. And you're just going to want to cut it off about there. So you cut that off, it's done, and then right in front of here, you're going to want to cut that off. And then you have, that's all you want from that. So you take this, because it's already dripping ink, kind of see out of that side. No, you can't see that at all. Okay, so you open up your bottle, you're going to throw all these in, and you just toss them in there. Now, after you have all yours in there, you're going to take your rubbing alcohol, and you are going to pour all of it. Well, everything that you need. This is one of the safety cups. Alrighty, so you're gonna pour the amount of rubbing alcohol that you need for however much ink you're making. Alrighty, and there we go. That's all done. You're gonna put your cap back on this. You might want to lay some paper towels out just in case it gets kind of messy here. So you have, if you can kind of see that, yeah, it's already mixing with the old ink that was in there. So you have that much. Now you just continue with the rest of it. Cut it off, plop it in. One thing you can do is if you, for this, cutting off the heads, is put it where your pliers are that you can cut and just kind of slide into it with one side of the plier, and then you get as little off as possible. Kind of maximize all the ink out of these things. Now this is going to take a while, so I'm going to put a link in the description to whenever this finishes. But yeah, that's basically it. So after you've done putting all these in, you're going to want to let it sit for overnight, 2 nights. You know, what you can add to this, you can add some .3, you can add some, I think it's mineral spirits, I may be wrong on that one, someone correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Mineral spirits, you can add fish oil tablets. You gotta crack open the fish oil tablets first, else you're just gonna have little tablets of fish oil in there. But yeah, you can add things to make it stain harder. Basically what those do is they make it take longer to dry, but it seeps into whatever the fuck it's doing. So that's it. I got a phone ringing. I'm gonna answer this. So cut the rest of these up, throw them in there, and then let it sit overnight. And there's your ink.